Hi, I'm Bridget Owens, tarot reader and artist, and today we're going to talk about the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, being one of the fours, is of course about stability, but it's not emotional stability in the sense that people seek out for themselves. It's stability in the external sense of not having a lot of extraneous emotional stimuli. If I had to give it a nickname, I would call it the same old card. This card comes up when things in your life are just not exciting. They're not fun. They're not sort of tripping your switches emotionally, and you feel bored. Detachment, dissatisfaction, and pessimism are the three words that I would use to sum up the reversed Four of Cups. The reversed card in this case has to do with your reaction to boredom, and this is the Why Bother card. In the Rider-Waite deck, this card is illustrated as a figure sitting under a tree, already has three cups, and is refusing a fourth. And it's that idea that this dissatisfaction or sense of boredom doesn't come out of external situations. It's just the monotony, that he already has the three cups and he doesn't need another one. It's not appealing to him. I chose to illustrate the card with a woman sort of watching the world from a distance and not engaging with it out of that sense of boredom, that she's not satisfied with what she's seeing out that window. And so is expressing that boredom and a little bit of that reversed sense of detachment. As an example to sort of illustrate how this card plays out in real life, I chose to do this card this week because it's the card that I drew for the month. And the idea here that I wanted to convey and illustrate is that this sense of boredom or this sense of monotony doesn't have to be interpreted as a bad thing. That this card doesn't always mean you're going to be bored and you need to do something to combat it. And in this case, I drew this card as a focus for the month, something to sort of ruminate on, to challenge myself to sort of express and conquer that energy in my own life. And for me, that means, and this is important in my life, this is a developmental thing that I need to work on, it's that sense of embracing the boredom in a way and not letting myself be pulled along by a need for excitement. And as someone who consistently is having ideas and embracing ideas and looking around and going, oh, that's a good idea, I should do that, and this is a project that I need to do, and constantly pulling things into my life to kind of fill it, not in a sense of sort of desperation, I need this life filled, but that I want to, accomplish a lot of things. So I'm always on the lookout for something new to accomplish. And this is a message for me this month, that I don't always have to be accomplishing something new. I don't always have to be embracing some new exciting opportunity, that I have plenty of things to do and to sort of move forward those things that I have. And even though the grind of day-to-day maintenance of the things that I've already sort of set my mind to could be boring, could be a little dissatisfying, it's important to be able to do those things. And so it's an energy that's not a warning, it's a challenge, and it can be very positive. The funny story that I tell to really illustrate this card, because I do sometimes explain it to querents this way. You know how when you hear a joke the first time and it's really funny and you really laugh and you tell all your friends and you post it on the internet and it's the funniest thing. And then after a while you hear it and it's less funny, and the more you hear it, the less funny it gets, and then it just gets old and you don't want to hear it anymore. It's not that the joke isn't funny anymore, it's a reaction thing. So that's what this card is really about. And so when I was in college, I lived with my parents, and over the summer I worked at a bank. And I came home, I would usually come home kind of late. My parents would have already kind of eaten dinner, but I would get kind of the leftovers. And so I came home one Monday and my dad had made taco salad, and I was super excited because I love taco salad. And they always made huge batches of it too. So on Tuesday, was not surprised to come home and find they'd eaten taco salad again because there was still some from the night before. So cool beans, love taco salad, ate taco salad again. Come home Wednesday and I'm expecting they've made something new because I knew we ate all the taco salad, and Dad made more taco salad. And I was like, really? He's like, what? But you like taco salad. You love taco salad. Yeah, I do. Not 3 nights in a row. So that's the sort of the really great example of the energy of this card. It's that repetitiveness where the novelty, the enjoyment wears off. One card that relates to this card in a lot of ways is the Fool, in that opposing meanings kind of way. The Fool is what happens when you do chase that excitement, and you do need to sort of resist that boredom. When you don't know how to embrace the Four of Cups and you're constantly chasing other things, that's the best illustration in the deck of sort of the opposite energy. Another card in the deck that relates pretty closely to the Four of Cups is actually the Four of Swords. They're both about, not necessarily a boredom, but that same kind of nothing super exciting is going to happen energy. But in the Four of Swords, it's because you seek it out because you need it. It's that meditative boredom. It's purposeful boredom, where the Four of Cups is just, it happens to you. I think the best way to challenge yourself with the Four of Cups is to challenge yourself to embrace that monotony, embrace the boredom, embrace the routine, embrace the grind. So I would challenge you to pick a boring routine, something that you do all the time that you don't find enjoyable, something that you may really hate to do, but is necessary, and find a way to make it more engaging. Find a way to sort of shake that boredom, monotony, routineness off of it, and embrace that for the grind that it is. If you keep a journal, a good journal prompt related to the Four of Cups would be to think about what you do when you're bored, to combat boredom. When you start to feel that things are kind of monotonous, that things are kind of boring, what do? What's your go-to activity? What's your go-to response? How do you get away from that? Because that choice that you make to bring excitement or to bring whatever emotional stimulus into your life, that tells something about you. So write about what that is and what that says about you. Thank you for tuning in. A lot of the questions that I answer in these videos are part of a Tarot Reader's Resource Workbook by me, which is available on Amazon and Lulu and at BridgetOwens.com, as is the Feminist Tarot deck, which is the source of the illustrations that you see in this video. Thank you, and watch every Friday for a new video.